Semirara Island powering the Philippines' energy future through sustainable coal production. Introduction. Coal mining in the Philippines began in 1827 in Cebu, with large-scale operations growing in the 20th century due to energy demands. The establishment of the Philippine National Oil Company in the 1970s boosted production, particularly in Semirara Island. Today, Semirara Mining and Power Corporation dominates the industry through environmental concerns have sparked calls for a shift to cleaner energy. Their key regions. Semirara Island, the Philippines' largest coal-producing region, accounts for over 90% of the nation's coal production, supplying both high and low-grade coal for domestic use and export. Their key companies. Semirara Mining and Power Corporation is the Philippines' largest coal producer, supplying coal for domestic power plants and export markets. Overview of the role of coal in the Philippines' energy mix. Coal is the primary source of electricity in the Philippines, providing over half of the nation's energy needs due to its affordability and local availability, especially from Semirara Island. It supports industrial growth and energy independence by reducing reliance on imports. But it also contributes to air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. While coal remains essential to the country's energy strategy, growing environmental concerns are driving discussions on transitioning to cleaner energy sources. Research analysis. First is economic impact. Coal mining significantly boosts local and national economies by creating jobs, developing infrastructure, and reducing energy import costs while supporting energy-intensive industries. Despite challenges like displacement and environmental degradation, it remains a critical driver for industrial growth, requiring a balance between economic benefits and sustainable practices for long-term progress. Second, environmental impact. Coal mining in the Philippines contributes to significant environmental challenges, including greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, and biodiversity loss, especially on Semirara Island. While reforestation and pollution controls aim to mitigate these effects, achieving a balance between environmental sustainability and economic benefits remains challenging. Third, social impact. Coal mining provides economic benefits such as job creation and local economic growth, but often forces communities to relocate, disrupting traditional lifestyle and social cohesion. Pollution from mining operation causes health issues, and the economic advantages frequently fail to offset the long-term social cost for affected population. Lastly, regulatory framework. The Philippine Mining Act of 1995 and the Philippine Air Act of 1999 establish guidelines for coal mining, focusing on safety, environmental safeguards, and emissions controls. Despite these frameworks, enforcement challenges hinder consistent adherence to regulations, impacting their effectiveness. Semirara Island Antique, the largest coal mine in the Philippines, located on Semirara Island, has led to environmental degradation, including deforestation, habitat destruction, and soil erosion, while displacing families and disrupting livelihoods. Additionally, air and water pollution from mining operation have caused health issues such as respiratory problems and waterborne disease among residents. Their initiatives for rehabilitation and sustainable practices. Semirara Mining and Power Corporation has implemented reforestation projects to restore ecosystem affected by mining and adheres to environmental regulations under laws like the Clean Air Act to support local communities. It provides livelihood training and educational programs for displaced residents. This effort reflects the company's commitment to reducing its environmental footprint and promoting social welfare. However, significant challenges persist in completely mitigating the adverse social and environmental impacts of its mining operation. Stakeholders. First is the local communities. Affected by coal mining have mixed opinions valuing the jobs created but expressing concern over health issues like respiratory conditions and waterborne disease, along with dissatisfaction about displacement and inadequate compensation. Mining companies, which is the SPMC, emphasizes its crucial role in meeting the country's energy needs and supporting economic growth through environmental initiatives like reclamation and dust control, while also focusing on sustainable practices and community development through various programs and infrastructure projects. Third, environmental groups argue that coal mining in the Philippines causes long-term environmental damage such as pollution, deforestation, and biodiversity loss, advocating for stronger regulations and the shift to renewable energy while also criticizing the insufficient rehabilitation efforts and stressing the need for sustainable mining practices and greater corporate responsibility. Lastly, the policymakers recognize coal's role in meeting energy demands but emphasize balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability, prioritizing energy diversification and stricter mining regulation, and pushing for cleaner energy alternatives to reduce reliance on coal while addressing climate change concerns. Recommendation: to ensure sustainability, coal mining operation should prioritize reforestation, land reclamation, and pollution control, while actively involving local communities in decision making and providing fair compensation. Additionally, stricter enforcement of environmental laws, increased transparency, and investment in renewable energy sources like solar and wind will help reduce reliance on coal and promote long-term energy security. Conclusion: Semirara Island coal mining sector plays a key role in the nation's energy supply and economic growth but possess significant environmental and social challenges. To ensure long-term sustainability, It is crucial to implement sustainable mining practices, strengthen regulation, and transition to renewable energy sources while addressing the impacts on local communities and the environment. So here are some the references. That's all. Thank you.